how is my close rate this month at 91%? It's like, how do I close damn near everybody? When I was a closer, not a sales coach, I was always closing north of 40 to 50%, month over month over month over month over month. And I started thinking, how? Like, how is that possible? Especially when I had no experience in the high ticket world. And by month 3 of being brand new into this industry, was closing north of 40% every month. I've always, even if I was brand new on the offer, like I've always just shown up to the calls with an obnoxious amount of confidence. And that confidence bleeds through from me through the screen to my prospect. And people need that confidence from you as the salesperson, right? You guys are all business owners for the most part, but at the end of the day, like you're a salesperson in that environment on that call. You're not a business owner, you're not a father, you're not a sister, you're a salesperson. Like for that 1 hour, you're wearing the sales hat. And in order for these people to buy, they need to feel that confidence from you. And if they don't, they just simply won't pay for it. And so, like Kelly and I, we were having a conversation where, she's Adam's closer and they do fitness, right? And a lot of these guys are scared or have objections or whatever. And I'm like, Kelly, when they tell you, oh, I need to think about it, just tell them, no, you don't need to think about this. Like you've been thinking about this for the past 12 years and you're obnoxiously overweight. You don't need to think about this anymore. What you need to do is go grab your credit card and give me the numbers so we can change your life. Like that's obviously an obnoxious thing to say. But when you say that with confidence, people are like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I probably should do that. If these people knew what was good for them, they would not be on this call looking for help. And so there's times in our sales calls where we have to step up and step out for our prospect and tell them what they need to do. Oh, well, let me go talk to my parents about it. Cool. What do your parents do for work? Okay, great. They do this, they do that. They're not entrepreneurs, they're not business owners. How much money do they make? Oh, I'll probably make like 5K a month. Cool. Why are you going to go take financial advice from these people? I get it. They birthed you, but at the end of the day, they don't have the life you want to live. They don't make the money you want to make. They don't have the freedom that you're pursuing. So why would you go to them and ask for their opinion and advice? So I need you guys to start stepping up with an obnoxious amount of confidence, not arrogance. So the difference between being arrogant and just being confident. And that's why we do such a deep discovery, because when you discover that you can 1000% help this person, it becomes your duty and obligation to step up for them, hold them accountable, and get them the help that they need. Well, yeah, I really just need to think about it. What are you thinking about? Like realistically, what is there to think about? You're overweight, you're unemployed, your relationship went to shit, your mental health is no good. Like whatever your offer is, like what are we thinking about? Do we want to get the help and fix it or not? Well, yeah, I definitely want to get the help, but it's just a lot of money. A lot of money compared to what? Like if I could wave a magic wand, Sean, if I could wave a magic wand and deliver you 10 high quality sales calls onto your calendar every single week, so you can then close those prospects and make $20,000 a month, is that not worth 5K? Kelly, it's like, hey, what are we thinking about? If I could wave a magic wand, you lose the 87 pounds, you're in shape, you can keep up with your kids, you have the energy. Is that not worth 3.5K? Like, what are we really thinking? What are we really comparing here? I guess I'm just a little bit confused. Your life is not good. You don't feel good. You don't feel confident. You're not happy. And we can fix every last bit of that for this tiny little amount of money. Now, none of that works if we don't say it with our chest with a little bit of confidence, right? That's the secret sauce. When I was building a landscape company that I took over from my dad, it was doing about $300,000 a year. I effectively knew zero things about landscape. I didn't know sun plants. I didn't know shade plants. I didn't know the price of material. I didn't know shit. And you know how I learned? I showed up to homeowners with a lot of confidence and walked in and just presented myself very well. And if they asked me a question that I didn't know the answer to, I'd be like, hey, that's a great question. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. but give me about 30 minutes and I'll figure it out. I didn't lie to him. I didn't know the answer. And once I got enough questions that I didn't know the answers to and went and did my research and figured it out, there wasn't a single question I could not answer. And that's when things got really fun. I was like a 22-year-old kid. I used to drive a bright red Hyundai Genesis Coupe stick shift, pulling up to sell landscape jobs in a candy apple red sports car. I looked like an idiot. But how did I scale that company from 300,000 to $3 million in less than 3 years? Because I showed up on every job site with an ungodly amount of confidence that my company was going to do the best damn work they'd ever seen. And I would just tell people straight up, hey, you talking to me? You have any other landscapers you're getting proposals from? Yeah, I got like 2 other meetings. Cool. Can I give you some advice? Yep. My proposal will probably be damn near double. If you invited 10 other landscape contractors out here, I guarantee I will have the highest price proposal, and it's probably double most of the other guys. Oh, well, why are you telling me that? Because if you hire me and you spend more money, I'll give you exactly what you want on time, every time, and you won't regret it. Now, I can't speak for these other guys, but what I can tell you, if somebody has half the price, they have no workman's comp, no general liability insurance. If they're half the price, it's probably going to be a disaster with communication. They're probably not going to be on time. They're probably not going to do great work. So I can't really speak for them, but I can speak for me. If you're willing to spend the money, I will do a bang out job and you'll have no other option but to A, love it, and B, tell everybody you know about me. And I would just tell them that with confidence. Like, dude, this guy doesn't care at all. He is fully confident. When someone's like, oh, well, dude, I talked to this other coach, like they were only 2K. Great, go hire them then. But there's a reason why that coach pitched you 2K and you didn't pull the trigger. Why is that? Because you weren't 100% confident that that 2K was going to get you the results you wanted, because if you were, you would have pulled out your credit card and paid it. So why should I match the price of somebody that you weren't confident to do to help deliver the result? You want me to match that price? That's not fair. How does that work? That's what Q wanted when I had my sales call with her. Well, there's this other girl, she charges 4K was the number. Yeah, she charges 4K. Can you just match that price? I said, I said, because that girl was a sales coach inside of this company. She basically replaced me at this company. And I said, if that girl was so good, number one, she wouldn't be charging 4K. And number two, she wouldn't be working at that company. She'd be doing her own thing. And there's a reason you didn't hire her for 4K. We're comparing apples to Lamborghinis and you want them to be the same price, and I'm not going to do it. Take some confidence to say that. Most people are like, oh, well, 4K, maybe. I've just closed the door. Nope, not doing it. Don't care. I will burn this sale before I lower my value just to make you happy. It ain't happening. So I think for you guys, confidence in your program, in your pricing, in the results that you get, in your heart, right? Like, I know I really love people. I really, really care about people. I will do everything I can to help as many people, whether a client or a stranger or a homeless person, whatever. I love people and I know my intentions are pure. And when I know my intentions are pure, I'm not worried about the outside world's perspective of me. I was telling this to Q on a coaching call yesterday. I'm like, guys, I drive a bright orange drop top supercar. It's a $250,000 supercar. When I go out to dinner, I wear a $20,000 diamond necklace. Like, you really think with a ridiculous mustache, you think I'm concerned with the opinions of the world of me? Right? I can't go anywhere without people looking at me and passing judgment like I would a dickhead. But I know that my heart is big and my intentions are pure and I love helping people. So I'm not worried about the world's outside perspective of me. So when I get on a sales call, I'm not really worried of how I make someone feel if I know that it serves them for the greater good and it's what they need to hear. Because if these people had good people in their life, they wouldn't be unemployed. They wouldn't be overweight. They wouldn't be recently divorced. Their mental health wouldn't be shit. If they had good people, mentors, coaches, family, someone to support them in the way that we can support them, they wouldn't be on this call down bad, needing help. So it's your duty and obligation to step up, step out for these people, hold them accountable with some confidence that they need you, and you're throwing them a lifeline to help them. Well, I just really need to think about it. No, you don't. There's nothing to think about. I'm going to change your life. Like confidence. Like, you guys are so damn good. If you're on this call, I promise you, you're really freaking good at what you do. I will never bring on a client who's not genuinely a good human and a good coach because I'm really good at teaching sales. And if I teach some scumbag how to go sell a bunch of stuff and enroll a bunch of people into a shitty product or service and basically scam a bunch of people, how do I sleep good at night knowing that I was the catalyst for them doing that? So you guys here all have good hearts and care about people and genuinely want to help people with your program, product, service. But I need you guys to show up in that way on your calls, knowing that your intentions are pure and you're here to serve. And sometimes service, you might have to say some things that people don't want to hear, but they'll always thank you later for saying it.